Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Castle Crashers. This episode we're going to Tallgrass Field and let's see how far we can get. This music is really cool, by the way, and I think there's something back here. No? Okay. I thought there was some secret. Maybe I just missed it. I think you're able to get the wrench weapon. I like this little cutscene. Someone doesn't feel like fighting. And then he gets up. Alright. So now we have little pandas with fish weapons, fish swords. I'm trying to think of some kind of pun. It's a swordfish. Oh, I get it. But no, that's not actually what a swordfish looks like. That'd be funny if they fought with swordfish. All right. So those are the new enemies that this episode is themed on, I guess you could say. Pandas, or are they really pandas? Because technically, aren't all pandas the same, coloration? They should have black around the eyes and I think around the ears, I'm not sure. There's some kind of polar bear thing, I guess. But they're like pandas. And they have wind magic, which I think they're the first enemy so far to have magic. And then this one, it's presented as some kind of special boss type enemy, but I think he's just the same as any other enemy. It's just the first time you've seen him. Oop, I got hit by that, obviously. Uh-oh. He is a little frustrating because of that tornado thing, but there are... dang it! Dang it! There's enemies later on that have that same move. Also, another thing that makes him difficult is he has a ram animal orb, which knocks you down occasionally. Man, I can't hit any of them. Alright. Yeah. Use some of my magic on him. Oh, dang it. The magic itself isn't very powerful, but the ice freezes him. Whenever that happens, you have to mash your light attack button, whatever button that may be, in order to get at him. Yes. New combo. Light attack, then heavy attack, which I think is just an attack to knock them up into the air. But I don't really use that as often because my jumping heavy attack is more than enough. Well, okay, maybe not more than enough, but it's enough for now. If only my animal orb would gather some food for me, but I suppose that's good for now. Yeah. I think you can use your magic or arrows to hit him when he's in the tornado, but obviously I'm not too good at doing that. Because all these other enemies... Oh nice, I can actually hit him. But obviously he will hit you first if you do not attack with the right timing. And all those enemies died. Or all those allies, my enemies. And while the ram is helpful, I'm going to stick with the owl, so that he can get me food. And no, these guys. Shoot my arrow at him. I don't like the big ones. Alright. So first I'm going to take down these little ones. Just juggle them around. I suppose. Sometimes your heavy attacks will knock them down, but sometimes it just makes them flinch, and then they usually just pick you up or punch you in the face. Or in the body, in the all of you. Don't pick me up. Nope. No, he's still back up. Magic and arrows are probably the best bet for him, or for the big enemies, but I don't have very good stats in either of those, so I'm just going to stick with my melee attacks. And I've played this game quite a bit, but I've only beaten it once. Right, now there's a whole bunch of arrows, and I'm sure you don't have to guard the entire time, but I like to just be safe. Just guard right up to them, and destroy one of them, or both. Wow, that works. Once you destroy one, you can go behind it, and then the bear thing just freaks out, if I remember correctly. And oh look, he's bringing me fruit. I think the enemies can actually pick up fruit and money if you don't pick it up fast enough. Now, like I said, these bears can also use that tornado magic thing, but I don't know if they have any more health or any less health than the other enemy that used it. The one with the ram animal. Oh, more food? More food! Ah. There's a little cave there that you need a bomb to use. So there's a bit of backtracking in this game to find all the secrets, but you don't necessarily have to backtrack that much to beat the game. And here are the first two enemy type things, or like bosses, that you're gonna face eventually, but not quite at this moment. And oh look, there's that little lizard thing. Ah, that's... Alright. This is now one of my least favorite enemies. These slimes. In most games, slimes are harmless little beginner creature things to fight, and they're not that powerful in this game, but they're just hard to fight because they get knocked back a lot, and I don't know, it's just can't always hit them. And then using magic doesn't affect them the same way. It doesn't do as much damage, and they don't have any knockback really. I mean, it doesn't do much damage and it does knock them back, so that was nice, but those things always frustrate me. And of course I walk like 2 steps and I have to fight more. Alright. I'll just swing my sword toward... so I can swing my sword, so... It's another reference to Tobuscus. Alright. Things always... they jump on your face sometimes. And then you just gotta flail left and right to get rid of them. And the beginning intro of this game does tell you that it recommends you use a game controller, like an Xbox 360 controller. But for one, I don't have an Xbox 360 controller, and two, I don't really have the technology, or like the software, to put one up there, and I'm just not even going to comment on that. I am fighting a gigantic bat. And if you stand... oh, dang it. I was going to say, if you stand at the right angle, he'll just keep walking at you, even though he's not gaining any distance. And you do not want to stand under him. But you would basically fight him... hold on. The same way that you fought the big furry thing in the last level. Oh man, health potion. Their health potions are very useful. They heal you. I think they always heal you the max health. They always refill your health entirely. But I'm not entirely sure about that. I think you. I think when you increase your defense, it increases your max health. I think. I'm not sure if it actually decreases the amount of damage you take or just increases the amount of damage you can take, if that makes sense. And the giant bat turns into a little bat, an animal orb. And I'm actually going to stick with this one because it, oh no, occasionally will eat up your enemies. Now that episode actually felt kind of short, but I know that the next episode is going to be a bit longer. So that's 75 enemies, 156 gold, and 521 experience. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Great. Leveled up twice. Boom. Got, I'm gonna count that. Alright, so the next episode is Flowery Fields. I could go to Industrial Castle, but there's nothing I can do there yet. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.